Ooni of Ife allegedly begged Dr. Lizzy's parents, especially the mother, to release Lizzy to return back to the palace. From the gist we got, it was said that because of the gbasgbos that emanated by Ooni's decision to buy and build a royal mansion for Dr. Lizzy as a gift, since she has been so cooperative, she's been the best wife ever of all the wives. Ooni says that Dr. Lizzy happens to be the very best, the one that has an attitude that is close to Olori Naomi. So Ooni decided to buy a property to build a royal mansion for Dr. Lizzy to accord her all the respect, the honor, and everything that she truly deserves as a brilliant medical doctor and an understanding wife. Now, when Ooni made that decision, it was alleged that other wives did not want it and they fought tooth and nail, like they gave Dr. Lizzy gbasgbos. Dr. Lizzy, who is petite with a very sharp eye that you would think that, oh, more nothing, no, they touch her. They said they gave it to her back to back, such that she started crying. You know that she, even though she is strong, she is a very serious ajebota, and she cried so much. And they said that she has her mom. Her mother is her best friend, that she cried to her mother, and her mother immediately came into the palace and asked that she should leave the palace, that is, excuse herself so she can have a break from all of these gbasgbos that is happening in the palace, so she does not develop, some kind of health or psychological issue, allegedly. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Delarama. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the south. It's still on the royals. People, Dela writes, how are you guys doing today? I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this channel. I sincerely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. If you're yet to subscribe, kindly go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. I appreciate you so much. Report reaching us right now is that the Ooni of Ife is in a begging galore, begging Dr. Lizzy's mother to release Dr. Lizzy to return back to the palace. That Dr. Lizzy gone for a few days. It's like she's gone forever. He misses Dr. Lizzy, and he misses, the aura that comes with Dr. Lizzy. Now, that she cannot keep holding Dr. Lizzy there. And get this right, it's not as if the mother said Dr. Lizzy should leave her marriage. The mother only said that Dr. Lizzy needs a break. She needs to go and rest her head from all of these gbasgbos. You know that being in the palace is, very cumbersome. If you're not somebody with a very strong heart, you may never be able to survive the palace. The palace is hard. And that was the same reason why Ooni of Ife said that, he may be for one wife, but the palace of the Ooni of Ife is not for one wife. And that is why you see that you have ayabas, you have women all over the palace. The other day, somebody came here and told me that the entire palace do not have up to 100 people living inside of it. Do you think we are talking about the house, the place where Ooni is living? We are not. We are talking about the palace community. The palace community is a traditional community. They have a lot of people who are living inside, the people who were born there, people who have lived there for over 80, 90 years, okay? And so there are a lot of people, and these people, they chook their mouth where it does not belong. They poke nose and not a lot, and it's not easy. And everybody, Ooni of Ife happens to be the greatest conquest of all of those women, most of them in the palace, especially the young maidens who are beautiful and doing everything to ensure that, Ooni of Ife can save them. And so, for those who are married, who are already wives in the palace, they are already sex right now inside the palace. The competition, is so much. There is this gross level of unhealthy competition. Imagine being in a place where you get up, the first thing you do is to bathe and dress, get a makeup artist. They all have their makeup artists who are coming into the palace to make them up, because you have to look your best, not just for your husband, for everybody who is seeing you. They have to see you as one who dresses well. There is this competition on who the most dressed woman is in the palace. Right now, it's not a small thing. While they were in the palace, like when everybody was there, between Olori, Runke, Toby, and all of that, there was a time they said Toby was the best dressed. After some people say it was Ashley. They said Toby was always wearing frou clothes, long, big clothes. And at some point, they now say it was Dr. Elizabeth. Now, but you do know that all all of these women, nobody can come close to Queen Naomi. But why am I bringing this? I'm telling you this because there is this level of, unhealthy competition in the palace. It's not easy for you to be there and to know that you have to, contend with all of these other women who just want the, Ooni of Ife to pay attention to them, and no other person who will do anything to get the attention of the Ooni of Ife, who would drag you left, right, and center, and who feel that Ooni of Ife is favoring some wives over some wives. And it's not a very easy place to be in, but it is what it is. This is a decision that these women made to be there. So as this thing happened where the women were dragging Ooni of Ife for doing that to Dr. Elizabeth, they said Dr. Elizabeth was the one who started the issue of the wives leaving the palace. Now, you know that Ooni's father was the one who even started that, from what we heard allegedly, and that was why they started preparing that place for wives to go and stay, and the place got burned. From that time, everything became messy. Nobody talked about it again. Ooni's father got angry. It took a very long time. When Dr. Elizabeth came in, Dr. Elizabeth evaluated the situation and said that that would be the best bet for Ooni of Ife to get Queen Naomi back, since she made it very clear that as long as those women are there, she's never returning back to the palace. You even saw the interview she granted, that she is never going to be, a square peg trying to fit into a round hole and all of that. So right now, they succeeded because from what we are hearing, they have ruled that Ooni has the right to bring Queen Naomi back. Ooni has the right to decide on where other wives will stay. And this did not go well with the wives. And Ooni now saying that, since Dr. Elizabeth is also saying, in order for Naomi not to change her mind between now and June, that she is also willing to stay outside, knowing that she has the full love of her husband, that Dr. Elizabeth went ahead and bought a house. Ooni refunded the money, and Ooni says building a royal mansion for Dr. Elizabeth. And other wives are saying, why would you do that? Why would you do? So there's this heavy basbos in the palace that made Dr. Elizabeth to cry so much, and the mother came and took Dr. Elizabeth. And now Ooni is begging, Ooni's father is begging that they should allow Dr. Elizabeth to come back to the palace. The reason is because they are sure of Ooni of Ife when Dr. Elizabeth is there. I wanted to bring you this. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you. Thank you.